Hello everybody and welcome to something slightly different. I'm Callum.
I'm Alex.
And we've been asked a few questions by Heppel Gaming. You can check out his channel in the description. He's an awesome guy. And Heppel has 6 questions for us. He's not here right now. I should mention that.
Yeah.
But he's got 6 questions for us. The first one being, what is our favourite game of all time? Which is a big question.
So we were sat there thinking about this and just saying how hard it is as a question. And because there's so many games we've played over the course of our lives, and a lot of games that we've just generally enjoyed. But for me, what it came down to was a series, and the series is Borderlands. I've sunk so many hours into Borderlands, and I know so much about the lore, and I've explored every aspect of the environment that personally I have to name that series as my favourite set of games. How about you, Callum?
So I've got 2. I've cheated. Much like you. But I've got Morrowind, first of all, which is a game I've sunk far too many hours into.
Indeed.
And I've got Final Fantasy X. Now both of them based purely on their plot, on their fantastic world building, their characters more so in Final Fantasy's case, and just their ability to create a world that is totally different, but you feel that it's real nonetheless. So, going on from that, what is your favourite genre, Alex?
Once again, this question doesn't reflect my Steam library in any way, shape, or form. But RTS is my favourite genre, I think. While I play a lot of first-person shooters, and I really enjoy, over-the-shoulder cameras and third-person games, I have to say that RTS is still my favourite genre. How about you?
Well, this one was actually quite an easy one for me. So, RPG, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I can believe that.
I am an absolute sucker for numbers and improving characters and having a memorable roster of characters that you bring along. You go on an adventure together. You become better. You improve yourself. You get better gear.
Yeah.
Take on the world.
Yeah, that sounds very much like you. I think Cider and Skyrim is a good reflection of that.
Absolutely. So,
okay.
Third question. What is the earliest game you can remember playing?
So, for me, this dates right back to when I was born, and that would be Sonic the Hedgehog. My dad had a Sega Mega Drive before I was born, and Sonic was the game that he was very much playing at the time. So it was the game I was first introduced to, and I was playing that up until about the age of 6, and a little bit beyond that as well. And as a result, I've owned several of the Sonic games since.
You still do talk about it, so...
Yeah. So I have another response for a later question now, actually, as well.
Oh, I see. Well, we'll wait for now. But
How about you?
The earliest game that I remember playing is Doom, actually.
Oh yeah.
So again, it was my dad. He had a copy on PC. He'd play it for a while, and then he'd stick on God mode and infinite ammo because I was only little.
Oh yeah, I had that for Quake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he just let me have at it.
Sounds good.
So, fourth question. What games are you looking forward to?
So,
This was such a tough one.
Yeah, we had to go online and have a proper look.
Just to remind ourselves.
Yeah. I spent too much time shut in working to really be involved in the outside gaming community a lot of the time. So I needed a real refresher. And two games really jumped out, at least for me. And that would be Dying Light and The Witcher 3. I own The Witcher 1 and The Witcher 2, and they're both fantastic games. So Witcher 3 is the first one that comes to mind. But Dying Light really reminds me of Mirror's Edge, which is actually another game that I'm really looking forward to, the next Mirror's Edge.
Oh yeah, Mirror's Edge 2.
Yeah, totally forgot about that one.
I'd forgotten about that as well.
Yeah, so Dying Light, Mirror's Edge 2, and Witcher 3. Well, why not name all three?
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to GTA 5 on the PC. I've already played it to death on the 360, but I can never get enough of it.
The PC's basically a new version anyway, let's face it.
Oh, pretty much. It's got quite a lot of new features for it, and it's coming out at the end of the month unless it gets delayed. Which it's already been delayed, so I'm hoping that it won't happen again. But fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I'm also looking forward to the new Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain.
Oh yeah, I've seen that actually. I saw the intro to it.
You saw Ground Zeroes?
Yeah, I saw the cutscene at the start of the small section at the start of the game where you have to crawl with no legs.
Oh yeah, that's not part of Ground Zeroes, but that's a bit further on in the game once you've had an oil rig blow up in your face.
Yeah, it was a test for the Fox engine, the in-house games engine for it. But yeah, that looked really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they pulled a little bit of a fast one with us on that. That was not a sentence at all.
No,
they pulled a bit of a fast one on us with that, saying that that bit, the Phantom Pain, would be entirely separate from Metal Gear Solid. So I'm still actually kind of hoping that they do. That it's not a short section, because I really like the idea of having like an amputee stealth section.
All he needs is a cardboard box.
All he needs is a cardboard box, yeah. But it seems like a really cool game, and it's going fully open world, which hasn't really happened in the series.
No.
So I'm interested to see how it turns out as an open world stealth game. I think they can pull it off.
Yeah. I have full faith in them.
Mm-hmm. And another one that we're both looking forward to is the new Star Wars Battlefront.
Dates back to back when we were in secondary school playing Star Wars was that also a Battlefront game?
Yeah, Battlefront 2. We played all the time.
Yeah. I just couldn't remember the full title of it. Yeah. Battlefront 2 was it's in fact when we meet up it's still a game we play today.
Yeah. Head off into space or duke it out.
We'll scream at each other.
Unlock the Jedi.
Yeah.
Fantastic games. Yep. Right. So going on from all these positive, these memorable, these nostalgic questions, onto something that we hate. What is your least favourite video game character? Your least favourite?
Okay, so the one, when we were discussing this, the one I mentioned to you, Callum, was Alma.
Yes.
Alma from Fear. The one we can globally agree on. The little shit that sits at the top of a ladder and scares you. Yeah, so Alma is the typical supernatural jump scare being, which, yeah, global hatred for. The other one that I thought up as we were talking towards the beginning of this video was The new Sonic the Hedgehog from Sonic Boom.
Oh, really? From
Sonic Boom is fucking atrocious.
Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom.
The Sonics in Sonic Boom, and what was the other one? Sonic 2006. They are fucking abhorrent. I can't deal with it. No.
What's wrong with the new one? Because I haven't played it.
Oh, he's like this. He's genuinely a stupid asshole. Basically, he's equally arrogant and ignorant as to everything going on around him.
Oh dear.
I watched Egoraptor and his mate Dan on Game Grumps playing Sonic Boom, and every observation they make, I can totally agree with. It's stupid. Like, the new Sonic is so fucking stupid. It takes something from my childhood and repeatedly rapes it.
Oh.
How about you?
That is a very good reason to hate it.
Yeah.
My least favourite characters, I had a couple that I thought about. I thought about the Guildmaster from the original Fable.
Yeah.
Who, he's sort of like this wise old man, and he's okay in the cutscenes.
Yeah.
But he's telepathically linked to you. So whenever you're doing something in the game, he will walk past something and he'll go, "Oh, did you know there's a sword in that chest? You can go and pick it up." And I'm like, well, I would have liked to know where that... Go and find that chest myself, Guildmaster. That's fine. And then later on he's going, "Oh, you know that helmet? You should probably put that on." I'm like, well, I don't really feel like putting that helmet on, Guildmaster. And then later on in the game, you're fighting some tough foes, you're getting onto low health, and he goes, "Oh, did you know you're on low health? Could you possibly take a potion? Because I didn't think that you could do it yourself. I thought I'd just remind you."
Yeah.
He's a bit overbearing.
Yeah, it sounds very much like it's taking a little bit away from the player's ability to choose what they want to do with their lives.
It's like having... It's like having a helicopter granddad. Just... he's above you in his helicopter just shouting down at you.
Just, wear this helmet!
And then... and then the other one that I thought about was James Marsden from Red Dead Redemption. I said James Marsden, not John Marsden, because he's a fantastic character, but James, the son, who, after hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of playing John's story comes to an end, and you play an epilogue as James Marsden, who is everything you love about John, stripped out, and in its place there is a whiny little bastard who shouts at horses.
That's a bit shit.
And that is why I hate James Marsden. But
I think that's reasonable.
But he does kind of redeem himself. He has a cool ending. So anyway, last question. And back onto the positives. What is your favourite video game character?
So, for this, I've got two, and I'll start with one male, one female. I'll start with the female, for reasons that will probably become apparent.
Right.
Female character would be Lara Croft from Tomb Raider 2013. 2013. Tomb Simulator 2013.
Ooh.
Tomb Raider 2013. Lara Croft in that Tomb Raider is so well written, and she's so well developed as a character. It really does make a nice change at the moment to see a female protagonist developed so well, even if the game does take some of the trials and tribulations in the game a bit to the extreme. The death animations.
Yeah, those death animations are incredibly,
Yeah, intense is like, in fact, intense is an understatement. It's like I genuinely cringed at some of them. Play it. It's a fantastic game, but just fucking prepare yourselves. Then the other one, the male protagonist, as Callum will possibly agree, Marcus Phoenix.
Oh, Marcus Phoenix.
The best written meathead in the galaxy. He's
I don't
fantastic,
care.
you know.
I don't care what anyone says. We will evangelize Gears of War until our dying breaths.
Yeah, definitely. Like that is everything we played in secondary school. You know, me and Callum have known each other a really long time, and it is the game that, as a group, as a friend group, we've always come back to. Gears is just, it's fantastic, and Marcus, you know, he will live on in our hearts.
He is at the forefront of that experience.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, how about you?
Right, so I have 3 because I thought I'd one up you.
Yeah, typical.
And also I'm very indecisive.
Yeah.
So, first off, I have Kreia from KOTOR 2, Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Yep.
She's memorable, certainly, for putting on a different spin on the Star Wars universe. You look at like the Jedi, and that you get the light side, the dark side. She's very thoroughly neutral until her dying breath.
Yep.
She's cynical. She's old. She's bitter. She hates everything in the world.
Bit like us.
A bit. and everything has gone wrong in her life. She's trying to change the universe, because the universe has very thoroughly fucked her life up, and everything she touches, life's up. Secondary, I have Liberty Prime from Fallout 3, actually. He's a giant patriotic robot who hates communism.
Yeah.
And it doesned get any better than that.
Yeah, like it's very representative of. Well, it's a very satirized view of the American culture, isn't it? It's, you know, and it's a brilliant satire. It's a really funny satire.
Not only that, but it's the Fallout series sort of condensed into one giant beautiful character.
Yeah, definitely.
And then finally, because he's my bro, he's the guy I bring on to every adventure. In the games, of course. I can't bring him out. It's Garrus Vakarian from Mass Effect.
Nice.
Just a beautiful, beautiful Taurian who is always fixing the engines.
Fair enough. I can't, like, Mass Effect is still a game I've got to play. Like,
you're not playing Mass Effect at all?
No, it's on my list of things to play. I almost ended up getting it for Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah, but
I was hoping for a little cheer when I said Garrus, but okay.
No, I can't offer you one there. Like,
good thing I didn't spoil anything there.
Yeah, it's on my list. Don't worry, I will play it. Especially with, that's another game that's coming out, Mass Effect 4.
Oh yeah, but we don't actually know anything about it, so it's hard to get the hype going.
Yeah, it is indeed. But all we know is it's coming out, and it's coming out this year, I think.
Yep. Right. So those have been our questions and our answers. We have cheated, but we are unapologetic.
So who are we going to tag?
Right. So first off, we are going to tag the Wabberjerks.
Good choice.
Really good choice indeed. So if anyone who doesn't know who the Wabberjerks are, they are a primarily Elder Scrolls series based channel, but they do a lot of other stuff as well. It's 2 guys. Currently they're doing a long playthrough of Skyrim, but they're also doing Binding of Isaac. They're doing Dark Souls. They're doing they're doing a lot of games. They're doing a lot of concurrent Let's Plays at the same time.
Yeah.
Check him out. Secondly, I'd like to nominate Professor Shroom. He is primarily a Minecraft Let's Player. He's built this big world for us to play in, and he's brought together this server that a lot of other YouTubers are on. Really nice guy. Really, he does things with redstone that I just don't understand at all.
Oh, he's one of those guys, is he?
He's one of those guys. But as well as that, he does a lot of other games. He's currently doing a KOTOR playthrough. So he's very into Star Wars games and comic book games as well. So those are our 2 nominations. Check them out. And thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks guys.
See you next time.